Hi everybody. In today's video, we're going to give you a full walk around of our 2026 Entegra Accolade XL 37K. And up front, we have our Cummins 360 horsepower, 6.7 liter engine with a Allison 3000 transmission. And the hood has some struts on it to make it easy open and close. As you can see, it's easy to open. So, and there's the engine, easy to work on, and then it's easy to close as well. All right, then as we come walk around here, we do have our shade out today. It's a little sunny here. And then we have our entry door. Then we have our outdoor entertainment television, which is lockable, and it has a sound bar in it. And then in our first bay here, we have an option, which is our Camco fridge freezer, which is settable for one side is fridge, one side is refrigerator. It doesn't matter, you can set them, each one has its own, and it's on a slide out tray, so comes out and it opens up on each side and slides back in. And then in our next bay, we have just storage. So as you see, we've got stuff stored in here, and then we have storage all the way through to the other side, and the same is on the other side. And then as we go down to the next, we have more storage, and then we start getting into our holding tanks. So here's our black tank valve for our front tank, and more storage. And as we come back, here's our the bed slide. And then we come on back. Here we have more storage. I actually just keep my tools in this bay. And this one, all these up front here are carpeted until we get here back to this bay, which has rotocast storage. And this is where we have our gray tank and our black tank for the back. And so this is where we keep our grill. And then this back storage bay is where we keep our hoses and some brooms and whatnot. It's rotocast as well. And then all of these all of the storage compartments have lights, LED lights that are motion activated. So I've set them all so that they come on when there's motion, and then they go off after about 30 seconds. And then as we come around, on the back, we have our backup camera up there at the top, the back bath window, and then our tow bar hitch, which is 12,000 pound rated. And then we also have back here, we had air brake added on, which we have air brakes, air brake activated in the Jeep. And then we put a ladder carrier here on our ladder. And then as we come on around, here in this bay, we have our Aquahot system, which is the primary heating source for our coach, and it's also heats our hot water. So it's basically unlimited hot water. So with that, we don't have to have propane on board, so we have no propane. And in this bay is our 8,000 watt generator. It runs off of diesel, same diesel tank as the engine does. And as we move on back, here's our wet bay, which gives us our city water connection, and then we can adjust the settings for what situation we're in for dry camping, using city water, or whether we're filling our water tank. And then we also have our outdoor shower attachment here, and then this one here is for our black water, our black tank flush. And then we also have a macerator on this RV, which is a grinder for our black tanks on the outbound. So it makes it somewhat pretty easy to do the dumping. And then right here is our fuel fill. We have a 100-gallon diesel tank on this coach. And then we have our living and dining slide here, which comes out. And then up underneath here, our first bay. Here is our power, which is on a power reel, which we can bring in and out for our 50 amp service. And then we also, you have the pass through on the top part where we keep like our fishing reels, and then also have storage for more stuff. And also right here, we do have our Starlink router is up underneath this little hiding spot. And then coming on down a little bit further, we just have more storage. As you can see, same thing, the pass through on top there all the way through. The next bay down is more storage. Which we also have up here is our 2,000 watt Xantrax inverter to run most of the outlets in the RV when we're drawing from batteries. And then up here in our front over here is our actual all of our 4 house batteries and 2 chassis batteries to start the coach. And up top on there, the roof, we have a solar panel which charges the house and the chassis batteries. And then as we get up closer to the cab, here's our def fill, 10-gallon, and then the rest of our overhead sleeping storage space up there on top of our RV. Now up top on the RV, we have our WindGuard road trip satellite, which we don't use. And we have the front AC. Then we have our solar panel here that I mentioned earlier. And then we have the Max Air vent fan for the front bathroom. Then we have the Starlink antenna here that's all wired in. Then we have our WindGuard Connect, which is not really good at all, and also that's the antenna for your over-air TV service. And then our AC for the back of the RV. And then the back Max Air vent fan for the back bathroom. And then that's the dome over the shower. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.
If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please hit the subscribe. And if you want to get notified of new videos, please ring the bell.